Allison and friends. Today I want to talk about grammar, specifically the colon versus the semicolon. I figured I would do a video on grammar to save you and I the embarrassment of having me and my friends make fun of your writing. The first and probably most important lesson I can tell you is if you don't know how to use the semicolon or the colon, don't do it. The fact is using the semicolon incorrectly is going to make you look far stupider than using it right will ever make you look smart. This is because the point of grammar is not to make you look smart, it's to get your point across. Good grammar isn't noticed. It's bad grammar that gets attention. Honestly, you never have to use a semicolon or colon. They are useful. There are points where you might want to use them, but you can always get around it. But if you decide you want to use them for more than just the occasional emoticon, I'll show you how. We'll start with the semicolon. The first use is to separate a closely related clause that isn't already separated by something like and or but. This would look like, as written by W.C. Fields. The second clause can also contain a conjunctive adverb, like however, or a transitional expression, such as in fact. In this example too, you could just use a period between them, and the meaning really wouldn't change. It would just be two sentences. This last one's the only one I really like. You use semicolons in a list, where you normally use a comma, if the items you're listing contain a comma themselves. I've visited places like Florence, Italy, Cairo, Egypt, Toronto, Canada, and Frankfurt, Germany. This can be extremely useful since the goal of writing is generally to get your message across as easily as possible, unless you're an obnoxious academic, and then it's to lord your knowledge over other people in hopes that they won't understand it and will think you're a god. In my personal opinion, I don't think the semicolon really adds much to anything except for that list example. It's not really used much, and I don't really understand why you would need to connect two sentences if they're closely connected. People can generally figure out that they're closely connected all on their own. Now for colons. No, not that one. I haven't researched that one. That's more like it. Here's when you would use that one. The easiest one, and the one I'm most likely to use, is right before a list. So it'd be something like, I need to buy these things. Bananas, chocolate chips, peanut butter, and paper towel. You can also use semicolons to introduce an explanation. I'll tell you what I think of you. You're an idiot. Or, the question is, why are you still here? You can also use colon for definition. Idiot. Noun. An utterly foolish or senseless person. It can also be used for emphasis. Karen was only interested in one thing. Q-tips. There are a few other uses for colons, but those really aren't used in the body of the paragraph. They're used for things like subtitles and in bibliographies. I'll leave that up to your style guides to let you know. I hope that was helpful and will save us all from some mocking in the future. And don't forget, better safe than sorry. Don't run with scissors, don't eat yellow snow, and don't use semicolons or colons without proper training. Didn't have a blooper that was entertaining, so you can look at my puppy for a couple seconds.